What if everything we know about depression is a lie? We are told that depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain, a simple disorder that can be treated with medication, therapy, or positive thinking. But what if that explanation is not only incomplete, but intentionally misleading? What if depression isn't just a personal battle, but a global epidemic engineered by forces we can't see? In today's world, depression is everywhere. Over 280 million people suffer from it globally, and cases continue to rise.
But why?
Why, despite medical advancements, are people feeling worse than ever? The standard explanation is that modern life is stressful: social media, financial instability, isolation. Yet, history was filled with wars, famine, and suffering, and depression was never as widespread as it is today. Could it be that something or someone wants us to stay depressed? Governments, corporations, and shadowy institutions thrive on control. A population that is mentally unwell is easier to manipulate. Depression weakens resistance, kills ambition, and makes people docile consumers of whatever solutions are sold to them. But here's the real question: is depression natural, or has it been manufactured? The modern treatment of depression revolves around antidepressants, pills designed to fix chemical imbalances in the brain. But here's a disturbing fact: there has never been definitive proof that depression is caused by a lack of serotonin. The chemical imbalance theory was first proposed decades ago, and yet no scientific study has ever conclusively proven it. So why is this still the dominant explanation? Because it's profitable. Big Pharma makes billions selling antidepressants. The global antidepressant market was valued at over $15 billion in 2023, and it's projected to keep growing. The more people diagnosed with depression, the more money is made. But what if these medications don't cure depression? What if they just keep people dependent on them? There are countless cases of people reporting that after years of taking antidepressants, they felt numb, disconnected, or even worse. Withdrawal symptoms can be devastating, making it nearly impossible to stop taking them. Could it be that these drugs were never designed to heal but to enslave? Social media was supposed to connect us, but studies show it does the exact opposite. People who spend more time online report higher rates of depression and anxiety. But why would technology designed for communication make us feel more alone? Because social media was never designed for human well-being. It was designed for addiction. The algorithms are built to keep users scrolling endlessly, feeding on carefully curated content that makes them feel inferior, hopeless, and dissatisfied. The cycle is clear. Feel empty or inadequate from scrolling through a feed of perfect lives. Engage in online validation, likes, comments, to feel better. The relief is temporary, so the cycle repeats. Meanwhile, big tech collects endless amounts of data, monitoring emotions, reactions, and behaviors to better control public perception. Could it be that social media is designed to intensify depression, making us easier to manipulate and market to? Could the things we consume be contributing to depression? Some researchers believe that ultra-processed foods, artificial additives, and water contaminants are directly linked to mental health disorders. Fluoride in drinking water, once promoted as a benefit for dental health, has been linked to cognitive decline and lowered IQ levels in several studies. Processed foods filled with chemicals, preservatives, and artificial sugars have been shown to negatively impact brain function and emotional stability. Microplastics and heavy metals in our food could be poisoning our brains slowly, leading to neurological disorders, including depression. If these substances are so harmful, why are they still allowed? Could it be that an unhealthy, mentally exhausted population is easier to control? For centuries, different cultures saw depression not just as a disorder, but as a spiritual crisis. Ancient societies believed that a person experiencing deep sadness was undergoing an awakening, an initiation into a greater understanding of reality. Today, however, any attempt to see depression as something beyond biology is dismissed. What if the system wants to keep us trapped in suffering, rather than allowing us to evolve beyond it? There are countless stories of people overcoming depression without medication or therapy, but instead through meditation and mindfulness, spiritual practices and energy work, dietary and lifestyle changes, detoxing from social media and modern distractions. Yet these methods are rarely discussed in mainstream medicine.
Why?
Because they don't generate profit. What if depression isn't just a medical condition? What if it's a carefully engineered state of mind? A way to keep people submissive, disconnected, and too exhausted to question the world around them. Think about it. A depressed person doesn't rebel. A depressed person doesn't question authority. A depressed person consumes whatever solution is marketed to them. If the truth about depression were fully exposed, corporations would lose billions, governments would face resistance, and society would awaken in ways we can't yet imagine. But now that you know the truth, what will you do with it?